jump into the discussion, then definitely anyone can be a leader of this group. There is no need to labelize that this particular participant number 3 or participant number C is a leader of the group. The leadership qualities are always exposed naturally, right? No need to say that he is a leader of our group. At that time, it is very important. The another important question may arise in your mind that, sir, what could be the time limit of group discussion? My dear friends, it is again decided by the organizing committee who are organizing the group discussion. It could be a 15 minutes discussion, it could be a 20 minutes discussion, it could be a 25 minutes discussion too. It all depends on the organization. I just before a few minutes I told you that how to identify. So I have just shown you in this clipping that you can just give the numbers to the candidates 1, 2, 3 up to 10. You can also use the alphabets A, B, C, D or like that, and in that manner you can start the discussion after numbering the candidates. Now the real time comes. The discussion has started. The topic is also very fitted in the mind of the students and they have started the discussion. Right? Now, how the evaluators will assess you, how they will judge you. For that, I am just showing you that what kind of qualities they are looking for and how do they evaluate. You just see here in this assessment sheet. See here. These are the all skills that they are looking for: leadership quality, interpersonal efficiency, conflict resolution skills, contribution to a group task, teamwork, initiative, problem solving skills, verbal skills, non-verbal skills, and overall performance. And in front of it there are 4 categories, that is excellent, then good, then average and poor. So when you are discussing, at that time the evaluators will find out that whether you are excellent, whether you are good, whether you are average or you are poor in a specific quality. For that they are looking for. Right. Now here the question arises that on one side, I am telling you that it is a group activity, and every time the companies as well as the host institutions are looking for the characteristics of ability to work in a group, right? So the question is that whether I have to show or I have to exhibit my qualities as a ability or competences to work in a group, or whether I have to show or expose my own individual talents. My dear friends, here you have to play double role. On one side, you have to show your individual talents, very importantly, because at that time only you will be selected. For example, if the 15 to 16 participants are there, and they all are participating in group discussion, they all will not be selected. Many of the times it has been also observed that 1 or 2 only are selected and the rest of them are not selected. So on one side, you are just showing, exhibiting your individual talents, what kind of qualities you have, and at the same time you are showing that the ability to work in a group as a group mate. So this double role you have to play, and that is why group discussion is a little bit difficult. Let me show you one clip over here. It's a very interesting one through which you can know exactly. You just see here, these are the students of my college studying in Bachelor of Engineering. Some of them are in 6th semester, some of them are in 4th semester, and they are discussing among themselves. The topic is that today's education system needs a serious reform. Now, when you are discussing, you just concentrate here on each of the candidates' behavior. You can also see the posture they have taken for the sitting, right? You can also see the body language. You can also see the way in which they are discussing. What kind of skills you can know from them, from their discussion.
Really soft nation.
But the term soft here is
And
creating
just a defense
misconception in my mind that what kind of softness are we discussing about?
they are not ready.
In negative aspect or the softness in positive?
I am just telling about
This is actually the topic that they are discussing about.
forgiveness towards
The another topic
anything. Just
that
let
is
go
the
of a particular thing. Yeah.
India is a soft nation, right? You see the body language of the students, what kind of the way they have chosen for sitting. Some of them are sitting in a very good manners, but for some of the students they have not selected a good posture. This is a very important thing. The non-verbal skills, as I told you in assessment sheet, right? That non-verbal means all these kind of things that you have to take care of. You have to take care about the position of sitting. Sometimes you just sit in this manner, in a very erect manner. If the back is supported it, if it is not there, then you just laying down your face as the participant, one of the participant has lain down over there. But this is not a way to sit over there, right?
Improve this quality of the laws and particular justice toward the particular people.
In case of law, I would also just like to add a single point that the speed at which the law should be handled or the speed at which the crime should be tackled should increase.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
we don't need to spend 50,000 per day on a person who had just come to kill the people of our country. That's it.
Exactly.
Instead
That
of
means we need some
taking
reformation.
huge days, instead of spending lots of money on just a single person, he should be shot at that time.
Even
Short
the
to death.
punishment short to death
Certain
point.
penalties should be given, like if you commit a crime, you are confined to death
And if he's in
at
prison,
the spot.
even
Like the countries
You know-
like China, Dubai, Singapore and all do.
even
you know
if
why
he's in
that
prison,
needs to be
that should
focused
be
upon.
In
punishment.
foreign countries, we are having the bounty police and the sheriffs. At the moment, if the person is committing a crime, or if and if they have the orders for them that if the person is committing such a crime, then he should be shoot at the site only. So because in such a thing we don't have to be soft. At
Yeah.
such a thing, the softness is not needed.
You know why this-
At
But
that
in some
time,
cases,
But no,
software must be needed at that.
You know why this softness is
some people are not made to be reformed.
Ah.
Some crimes, criminals are not. They will never reform. They should
For
be
some
put
people-
at the site only.
For some people, we
No, no.
can't be hard for all.
You know,
For some people.
the main fault comes when to the people, because people are used to everything.
They don't mind.
They just don't
They
like.
get-
And
they
chalta hai kind of
they
attitude
get
has been
aggressive.
there.
They
That
get-
India hai, sab chalta hai. This is the
They get
attitude of
aggressive
people.
on
Even
cricket
people
matches and
some-
everything, but when there comes some social issue or something like
Haan.
that,
No
the
one-
people don't
no one
know.
gets
No one. Everybody just listen and take a news and just go over from
If
there.
the people are like this, the upper level is surely going to be like this.
Yes.
So people should initiate in themselves.
If people are strict enough, then we should
And that will become
consider the
possible only if
upper-
corruption is removed. Right from the starting level, right from the bottom level to the top level. Everywhere we can see corruption. Even all of us are corrupted. If a policeman, a cop is not allowing us to go, we'll give 10 rupees.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
People,
So,
Indians,
On the whole, the internal security of the country is very soft. People, wherever policeman is already corrupted, even the politicians are corrupted. So wherever we go, the corruption leads towards the backward of the country. So internal security matters in the softness of a country.
Last time when India lost and was not even ready, didn't enter the league match also, and they lost from the Bangladesh. At that time, all the captains Dhoni's poster was burnt in the Ranchi and all. But let me tell you, the people of India are so much hard for such an issues. But when it was the matter of the people who died in Kargil, and when it was the matter of to give money to their family, allowances to their family, and at that time I think it was the BJP government, and all the money was distributed among the ministers. At that time, I would like to ask that how many Indians came above and was ready to fight against all that leaders.
So then
It's not the softness is not needed over there.
So that
Yeah.
you want to say
Even
that
I would like to add one point.
you want to say that just we have to not concentrate on particular spots and interest of the people. We have to go through the
Social issues also.
So we have to be a better on so we have to serious. We have to give something what we have to be serious on that particular social issue also.
I would like to also add one thing, that people of India are not at all soft. I would just like to give a simple example. I was in a bus recently in few days, I was in Ahmedabad, and there's a certain thing written above the seat that is reserved for the woman. I didn't read it. I first sat over there and I was just sitting over there, and one she was an old lady. She came to me and she just said that okay, it's reserved for us. I was like okay, fine. The guy who was opposite to me, he was an uneducated one. He was a worker, simple worker. I requested him that please would you stand up, and he was like no ways. And he was the one who refused it, and the others were supporting him instead of saying him that no bhai, you stand up, it's for her.
But
So it should come from us itself. We are the ones who elect the politicians. We are the ones who give votes for them. Then we cannot blame them for the corruption, because it
We
begins
are
from
the
the roots
Yeah,
only.
we are responsible.
You just imagine a person who's MLA, he gives money of about 1.5 crore for just becoming an MLA.
MLA.
Now how the hell would he recover it?
Yeah.
And the purpose for giving 1.5 crore is all because of us.
So you want to say that we have to reform ourselves.
Even for taking a simple license, we give 150 rupees. Why?
Yeah.
Why is it needed? Even the person who brings gas bottle to our house, we give him 10 rupees extra. Right?
Yeah.
Though he is getting salary, why the hell are
We are
we
It's a
getting
job of that
somebody?
person. It's a job of that
We are
person.
getting used to it. So it's
That's the thing. The people at the base needs to recover.
So you are saying that basically the idea and the mentality of the all people of
People,
India
yeah,
are
that is the
soft.
point.
So that is why the
That is why
India is soft.
So now
So we would like to
problem.
we'll just end up here, and I would like to conclude that finally India is a soft nation up to a certain extent, and it should be a soft nation up to a certain extent. But there are some fields where a strong strictness, like Indian judiciary system, like Indian politics and Indian education system, human rights system, where strictness and hardness is seriously needed. Otherwise, in rest of the fields, softness is necessary and it should be continued.
well, I would like to conclude that especially in a country like India, means softness should be what you show to the people, and not it should not be in the core.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So you might have noticed that, or you might have enjoyed the group discussion that the students of engineering are discussing on India is a soft nation. Where I was looking at it, some of the negative points I found, right? So I would like to just explain one by one the characteristics, what exactly you should do. For example, when you are looking for the leadership quality from this group mates, I don't know whether you have noticed or not, but I noticed that one of the person is there who is trying to lead the group, but he is or she is not succeeded at it, right? She was a girl who were every time dominating to the others, but the one of the boys was there who was continuously was disagree with him, and that is why she could not exhibit her leadership quality. But at the same time, let me tell you very frankly that some of the students, when you might have noticed in this discussion in clipping 2, that if two group mates are communicating with each other or discussing with each other, at that time, if they are lingering the points, they are lingering the arguments, then there is a duty of one of the group mates to stop that kind of lingering the matter, and instead they should try to resolve the things. For example, here the another quality is the interpersonal efficiency, right? Some of the students, when one of the group mate was saying they are having the head bow only, the down head only. So such kind of things prove that whatsoever your group mate conveys you, you are not listening to them attentively, neither you are interested in listening to them, nor you have been convinced by his or her argument. It is very important to maintain eye contact with each of the group mate. Even as a speaker too, you have to take care of this, that every of the other participants must look at you when you are trying to convince them by presenting a solid, strong arguments. This is very important. Many of the times it has been also noticed that the topic is given to you and you are just diverting from the original track and start discussing on the other track, right? Here they were discussing about India is a soft nation. Now the softness in the sense it could cover the all aspects that we are facing and we are looking for nowadays in country India. But at the same time, one or the another time, they are just diverting from the original track. More so, some of them were trying to be very silent. Hardly they spoke one or two times. This is also a negative points on your side. Because when you are participating in group discussion, you not need to be a silent, but you should just expose, you should give a very solid arguments. Some of the students or candidates also argue that, sir, we didn't get enough time to discuss it. We didn't get chance to speak. Now here, it's not matter about all the chances that you are getting. The moment you come to know about any arguments, the idea that strikes to your mind, directly you jump into that. It does not mean also that you interrupt the other students, but you just speak in a very cool and calm, in a very polite manner, that okay, whatever you say, that is 100% true, but I also have something to add over here. That you might have seen in the guy who was having spec and his short white shirt. The another characteristic that we are looking for, that is the conflict resolution skills. Many of the times when you will be in job, in profession, definitely the conflicts will arise. Many of the times. How do you tackle the things? How do you handle the things? That is very important.